Welcome back to my channel, guys. Today it's not going to be a super long video. It's just going to be a little quick product review that I feel is pretty decent. One of the products I use, many people know. The other one, I don't know if people have heard of it. It's kind of a relatively new product. It does really well with detailing your truck, detailing cars, rims, tires, etc. You can even use it on your windshield if you feel. But the products right here, the first one is the Black Magic Tire Wet Foam. They do have a different one. They have Tire Wet, which is in a spray bottle. I prefer to use the foam just because it is easier to use. You don't have to put no scrubbing effort into it. As you can see, my truck is relatively clean. But there is a few spots right here. There's a spot right there. And I'm going to show you quickly how this product takes off dirt without no scrubbing involved. Typically all you do is you hold about 6 inches from your tire and you just spray on there. Get an even coat all the way around. I kind of like to put a little bit more heavier dose on there. Makes it shinier better. As you can see, it already is starting to do its job. As you can tell right there, the dirt is already starting to fly away, corrode away, however you want to put it. I'll let that sit there. It takes about 5 minutes for that to do its job. The second product is, a lot of people have never heard of it. It's brand new. It's called Hybrid Ceramic Spray Coating. This is basically a DIY paint correction, ceramic coating, however you want to do it. You can use it on anything except for the interior of your vehicles. It actually has a smell to it, so it's really good. You can use it even on direct sunlight, without sunlight. If you put one coat on, it will last you, but if you just chose to put 2 coats on, it will last you a whole year. I find it relatively good. It is kind of an expensive detailer. It's about $20-some a bottle. It'll last you quite a bit depending on how often you detail your trucks. So right here, as you can see, I have a little bit of stuff right there, like a little bit of dirt and stuff. So basically I just spray that on there like that, let it sit for a little bit, and I'll wipe it off. And on this side too, I'll wipe it off and let it just sit there. You want to use microfiber cloths for this, because it does require, you don't want to scuff up nothing. As you can see, I let it sit for a little bit. Basically what you want to do is you want to take and wipe it off with a microfiber like this. And then once you wipe it off and stuff like that, you can see there is nothing but my reflection in the exhaust system. Make sure you get all the way around, and that's typically how that product works. It's a quick, easy, and on setup. You do not want to let it sit for an extended period of time. It will start drying up and things like that. I'm going to take you to a rim and show you how it works on a rim right here. Like I said, my vehicle is not relatively dirty, but it still has some grime on there. You just spray it on there, douse it a little bit, and just let it sit for a minute or two and let it try to soak in to get all the dirt and residue and everything like that off. And basically when that happens, you just take your microfiber cloth. You want to use 2 of them, one to wipe with and one to dry with, and you let it sit on there, and basically you just go around like this. As you can see, it's getting all the excess stuff off that is not needed. And you just basically do this right here. If you have to scrub a little bit, that's fine. Typically you do. You just scrub it until you get the product off. You don't want any residual evidence on there, as it does do a little bit of staining, but it's nothing that can't be dealt with. And you just clean it off like this, and then you take your clean microfiber and you just wipe it off like this. And as you can see, it makes the product a lot nicer. It doesn't take long depending on how often you do it. Just make sure you get everything that you see off. And then you can do it on your panel of your truck or anything like that. So like right here, you just take and do one panel like that. You take your fiber cloth right here and you just wipe it off. Just make sure you get it, all of it off. Don't leave anything on there. And then you take your clean one and wipe it right there. It's not going to show up without the sun hitting it, but as you can see, it is working. It's a lot cleaner. And I'll even do an example on the right here. You just spray it on there. Just make sure you get everything you want cleaned off. Take your trowel, let it sit for a few minutes, and then you wipe. I said you don't want to smear it on there or anything like that. You just want to wipe it off. That's what your second towel's for, is to dry everything off. Yeah, you want to try to get as much off as you can, so it does not leave as much residue. And like I said, there's that part. Now take your clean towel again, and then you just wipe it off. As you can see, there's a before, there's an after. And just take and wipe it off like this. It's not really extremely difficult, time consuming. If you keep your vehicle relatively clean, it won't take as much time to detail as usual. But that's just a little bit of a product review on the hybrid ceramic coating. It's relatively good. It's absolutely 100% effective. Not a lot of people have heard of it. I've been asked, has people use it, or does people know if it works or anything? I said, yeah, it absolutely works. It's one of those products that people don't really know about. They either use the CMX or they do detailing shop and do it. But as you can see right here, the tire's not completely done yet, but as you can see, that dirt has dissipated off of the tire. It will eventually completely go all off, but I love this product right here, as you don't have to do anything but put it on there and let it sit. It usually takes about 5 to 10 minutes, depending on the weather, the sun, and all that. It's going to take a little bit longer because it is getting dark down here, but I just thought I'd hop on here, do a little bit of a product review with you guys, and hopefully I will try to put the products in the description box below, try to set up a link for it, and see if y'all would how would y'all go about doing it. If you have any comments, anything like that, just leave them in the description box or the comment section below. Like, share, subscribe. just to let people know that I'm out here. Until then, I will catch y'all in the next one.